one of the dumbest mistakes of the internet has to be, if people wouldn't have harassed Anita Sarkeesian, then she wouldn't have become the celebrity she ended up being. Or a close second is, if you wouldn't talk about her, she would go away. We know this not to be true. Like, first of all, there were actual people monitoring her account and flagging anyone sending her any harmful messages. Eventually, like, one of the people that was even doxxed for harassing her turned out to be a Brazilian journalist, like a Brazilian video game journalist, and she wouldn't even press charges against him, right? Because she needed the harassment in order to do her shtick. Like, she would take the harassment, mold it in like chakra, and turn it into fame and cash. That was her thing. The second thing is like, oh, don't talk about her. It's like, the press was talking about her. Like, she received, I believe, an award, like the Video Gaming Journalist Award. She went and spoke at the United Nations about the plight of Western women, which apparently is more important than some other women in a village that can't have water, right? Like, the idea that if you don't talk about her, she would go away is nonsense. Like, gaming was always meant to be subverted by progressive politics. Like, progressive politics subverted literally everything. Imagine, like, gaming wouldn't have happened. If it wasn't for Anita Sarkeesian, it would have been someone else. So, I don't really care about her, to be honest, that much, because obviously, like, she was a pawn in a grander play. But I gotta say, even I was a little bit bewildered at her recent tweets. I mean, check this out. Like, she responds to a CNN article from 2018. Like, why? Why would you do this? I don't know, but like, she's very upset about it, clearly. Yeah, we are not individually responsible for the destruction of the planet. So the CNN article tells you to eat less meat, to swap your car or a plane ride for a bus ride, and to use a smart thermostat in your home and upgrade to more efficient appliances. And she's like, corporations and governments are the only ones who can make any kind of meaningful impact. Stop with this neoliberal bullshit. I completely agree, though. You know, like, it's so weird that I agree with Anita Sarkeesian because she's absolutely right. She goes on to say, if you stop eating meat, it's not going to stop the production of meat. If you stop using plastic, it's not going to stop the production of plastic. Individual choices, even on a massive scale, would make little to no impact. Yes. Why? Like, if I say this, I'm considered to be far right. I consider that I want to choke Mother Gaia with my own hand. If she says it, she's getting like progressives agreeing with her. People don't like to feel helpless, so telling them that their individual choices don't actually matter in this context gets them real mad. But that doesn't actually change the fact that a small percentage of people using paper straws, that's zero to help the planet. Do you know what's even more surprising about the paper straws? Like, they banned it in California now, but the masks that you are forced to wear, even in my country, they have microplastics in them. Like, it's actually going to be an environmental problem when all those billions of masks are going to be thrown away. Like, seriously, like, think about it, right? But like, what's even funny is that in my country, I have to wear a mask nonstop. But when I order food from McDonald's, they would tell me, "Hey, do you want a paper straw or a plastic straw?" Honestly, like, I despise paper straws. I really hate them. Like, you can actually feel there's a difference in taste. Like, if you blindfold me and you get me to drink juice with a paper straw and with a plastic straw, I can tell you which is which. But anyway, moving past that, right? Experts have been telling us for decades that if you don't make major changes immediately, the harm will be irreparable. And that's where we are now. It's so late in the game that only extremely drastic changes can help at this point. We need to end reliance on fossil fuels, stop airplanes, full stop. Your tote bags and veganism and paper straws aren't saving the planet. Right, so you get left-leaning people, you know, like posting memes like this. Pick up your litter and save the earth. Recycle and you can save the earth. Recycle your carbon footprint and you can save the earth. Completely restructure global economic systems and you may be able to save a remedy of humanity. So in my opinion, like, the reason they keep pushing for people to do this shit, you know, to like eat less meat, I guess it's like, I don't know if I should say it's a new religion, but I guess it's like, you know, like when a religious person does charity, not because they actually want to help the poor, but because like they want to feel good and they want to get like good points with God. It's like that feeling that you get because you're doing something like, okay, you're taking a plastic straw, or you're taking a plastic so you're not taking a plastic straw, or you're taking a paper bag or whatever, and you get to feel good, like you actually help, when in reality you did jack shit. But it's not only that, it's also to like convince people, like if you're doing it conscientiously day in and day out, that you're more likely to vote for like big governments and carbon tax or shit like that, right? Like, which again, like, doesn't fix the problem, but you're going to pay more and you get to feel like you're doing something to fix the problem. How the fuck is carbon tax going to stop polluting when all the pollution is being done in China? Like, I generally like will never understand this logic. Yeah, but it is what it is. So it's kind of funny to see it coming from Anita Sarkeesian, and what's even more funny is like the left is agreeing with her. Like, I would never expect this, right? Like, you need to get a leftist to say some common sense shit in order for other leftists to agree. Because if I say it, everyone calls me a bigot. If she says it, everyone's like, oh my god, that is like the most interesting thing you have said. I have said this shit on my channel so many times. My videos don't even get traction. Like, she says it, 1,454 retweets, 5,686 likes. Get the fuck out. I'm jealous. But I guess like the thing that bothers me a lot is that she's a con artist, right? I mean, she's not a real gamer. Where is her Twitch gaming channel? Like, she could make a lot of money if she would just play video games on Twitch, but she refuses to. I mean, there is a video of her resurfacing from college saying that she's not a gamer and she doesn't like video games. I mean, everyone knows it by now, but she's a con artist is my point. So, like, what is the angle? Why is she doing this? I genuinely think that she's doing this in order to like show potential future employers that, hey, look, I can still control the puppets. Like, I can still pull the strings. Look, if I can make like progressives talk far right talking points, like, imagine what else I can do. Just like hire me and I'll pull the strings. I'll move the puppets around. I'll make the puppets dance. I'll make the puppets dance on the Twitter. I think like maybe that's it. I don't know if she does it intentionally or not, but like that is the message definitely. Like, she can pull the strings. She does have like a big Twitter account, right? It's kind of weird. Like, tells you a lot about Twitter, I guess. If you look at her YouTube channel, it's dead in the water. I mean, she barely gets any views. But on Twitter, she gets like thousands of retweets and people engaging with her. So, you know, it just tells you like the type of community that is being fostered on Twitter compared to other social media platforms. Yeah. But anyway, right, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you in the comments section. Take care.